That's a different kind of control. Let's see another super conductor, a German superconductor, Herbert von Karajan, please. What's different? Did you see the eyes? Closed. Did you see the hands? Did you see this kind of movement? Let me conduct you twice. Once like a muti, and you'll clap. Just once, and then like Karajan. Let's see what happens, okay? Like muti. Be ready? Because muti. Okay? Ready? Let's do it. And then. Good. Now like a Karajan. Since you're already trained, let me concentrate, close my eyes. Come, come. Why not together? Because you didn't know when to play. Now, I can tell you, even the Berlin Philharmonic don't know when to play. Yeah? But I'll tell you how they do it. No cynicism. This is a German orchestra, yes? They look at Karajan, and then they look at each other. Like, do you understand what this guy wants? And after doing that, they really look at each other, and the first players of the orchestra lead the whole ensemble in playing together. And when Karajan is asked about it, he actually says, yes, the worst damage I can do to my orchestra is to give them a clear instruction, because that would prevent the ensemble, the listening to each other that's needed for an orchestra. Now that's great. What about the eyes? Why are the eyes closed? Yeah? There's a wonderful story about Karajan conducting in London, and he cues in a flute player like this. The guy has no idea what to do. So, Maestro, with all due respect, when should I start? What do you think Karajan's reply was? When should I start? Oh yeah, he says, you start when you can't stand it anymore. Meaning that you know you have no authority to change anything. It's my music. The real music is only in Karajan's head, and you have to guess my mind. So you are under tremendous pressure because I don't give you an instruction, and yet you have to guess my mind. So it's a different kind of a very spiritual, but yet very firm control. Can we do it in another way? Of course we can. Let's go back to the first conductor we've seen. Carlos Kleiber, his name. Next video, please. Yeah. Well, it is different, but isn't that control in the same way? No, it's not, because he is not telling them what to do. When he does this, it's not take your Stradivarius and, like Jimi Hendrix, smash it on the floor. Yeah, it's not that. He says, this is a gesture of the music. I'm opening a space for you to put in another layer of interpretation. That is another story. But how does it really work together if he doesn't give them instructions? It's like being on a roller coaster. Yeah? You're not being given any instructions. But the forces of the process itself keep you in place. That's what he does. The interesting thing is, of course, that the roller coaster does not really exist. It's not a physical thing. It's in the players' heads. And that's what makes them into partners. You have the plan in your head. You know what to do, even though Kleiber is not conducting you, but rather here and there and that. You know what to do, and you become a partner, building the roller coaster, yeah, with sound, as you actually take the ride. This is very exciting for those players. They do need to go to a sanatorium for 2 weeks later. But it is very tiring, yeah. But it's the best, the best music making like this. But of course, it's not only about motivation and giving them a lot of physical energy. You also have to be very professional. And look again at this Kleiber. Can we have the next video quickly to see what happens when there's a mistake? Again, you see the beautiful body language. And now there's a trumpet player who does something not exactly the way it should be done. Go on with the video. Look. See? Second time for the same player. And now the third time for the same player. Wait for me after the concert. I have a short notice to give you. You know, when it's needed, the authority is there. It's very important. But authority is not enough to make people your partners. Let's see the next video, please. See what happens here. You might be surprised having seen Kleiber as such a hyperactive guy. He's conducting Mozart. The whole orchestra is playing. Now something else. See, he is there 100%, but not commanding, not telling what to do, rather enjoying what the soloist is doing. Another solo now. See what you can pick up from this. Look at the eyes. Okay. You see that? First of all, it's a kind of a compliment we all like to get. It's not a feedback. It's, yeah, it comes from here. So that's a good thing. And the second thing, it's about actually being in control, but in a very special way. When Kleiber does, do you see the eyes going from here? Come. You know what happens? Gravitation is no more. Kleiber not only creates a process, but it also creates the conditions in the world in which this process takes place. So, again, the oboe player is completely autonomous and therefore happy and proud of his work and creative and all that. And the level in which Kleiber is in control is a different level. So control is no longer a zero-sum game. You have this control, you have this control, and all you put together in partnership brings about the best music. So Kleiber is about process, Kleiber is about conditions in the world, but you need to have process and content to create a meaning. Lenny Bernstein, my own personal maestro, since he was my great teacher, Lenny Bernstein always started from the meaning. Look at that, please.